wanna know something funny? I'm sitting on a pillow right now because I'm too small. Like, camera setup, y'all. Why didn't you warn me? We are brought up thinking that if we fail, this is who we are. That we are a failure. Our actions equals our value. What we're good at determines how valuable we are. On the other hand, the things we're bad at and the things we don't succeed at is also who we are, which is false. Simply because we are not our mistakes. We are not our abilities and non-abilities. We are who we are deep inside and not how the world thinks of us or how the world perceives us. So it's important for you to know and understand that you are already loved, that you're already wholesomely made the way you are. You aren't lacking anything. If people give you the impression of that, they're wrong. You are exactly how and who you're supposed to be. So now let's get into the topic. Hello my loves, and thank you for having clicked on this video. Thank you for giving me your time on talking about the importance of failure today. So we've all somehow had experienced failure in our lives. Some we really regret and are ashamed of, and there's absolutely no need to be ashamed of any failure. So if you failed a lot in life and you're like, okay, I just have to recover from it, but how? Make sure to watch the video to the end, because at the end I'm talking about or sharing some tips on how to recover from failure. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content on personal growth, spirituality and weekly vlog. Most importantly, to hit the notification bell to be notified each time I upload, and if you want to spread some love in the comments, do so down below, and thank you in advance, fam. Yeah, let's get started. Let's get comfortable, shall we? Alright guys, so if you see me peeking to the side, just know that I'm reading my notes, because yeah, it's a lot of things that I want to check off, and I really want this video to be informative. I don't have everything in my mind, so bear with me. Without failure, we'd be less capable of compassion, empathy, kindness, and great achievements. And it's through failures that we learn the greatest lessons that life can teach us. The problem society tends to celebrate the successes, the beautiful things, rather than highlighting the epic journey towards success, meaning the failure towards success, all the trials and errors and everything. It's not as pleasing to talk about those things nowadays. In life, it's necessary to fail. You can see failure as stepping stones. In fact, there are 5 pretty important lessons that you can take from failure. So if you recently failed somehow and you're going through a difficult time because of it, keep these lessons in mind. Failure lesson numero uno is experience. So the first important lesson that failure teaches us are experiences. It makes us reflect on the nature of things and their importance in our lives, transforming and improving our future selves. Failure lesson number 2 is knowledge. This knowledge can be harnessed in the way to overcome a failure that inflicted us so much pain in the first place. Nothing can replace the knowledge gained from failure. When Thomas Edison famously failed 10,000 times to create an electric light bulb, he gained the knowledge of just one more avenue that didn't work. It was the accumulated knowledge of nearly 10,000 failed attempts to his ultimate success. Failure lesson numero 3. Resilience. Failing in life helps to build resilience. The more we fail, the more resilient we become. In order to achieve great success, we must know resilience, because if we think that we're going to succeed on the first try or even the first few tries, then we're sure to set ourselves up for far more painful failures. The characteristic of resilience can help us in so many ways in life. Resilience helps breed success in that case because you're setting yourself up to win. Gone are all the unrealistic expectations of overnight success or overnight hopes of becoming a millionaire somehow. And in comes the expectations that true success will take an enormous amount of time, work, and effort. In my case, I've been told that I am very resilient, and how I can confirm how helpful it is to be resilient in terms of success, becoming successful, building success, whatever, is you don't get discouraged when you fail. And you don't get discouraged after many failures. Now, the emphasis is on many failures. Let me tell you that. I have a few long-term goals that I'm trying to accomplish, and failing at them is not a possibility to me. And this is not some toxic hustle culture thing that I'm saying, or toxic positivity in any way, but I'm just not setting myself up to failure because I'm not giving up. As soon as you give up, as soon as you end something, then you're failing in that case. Only because things don't work directly or like the moment you wish they would, it doesn't mean that you're already failing. You will fail if you stop at that moment, but if you keep going, then it's an ongoing process. It's not failing, it's just, you know, keep going and going until you succeed. So yeah, that's the thing. Simply, you aren't failing because you're not giving up. If you're not giving up. And thanks to the resilient characteristic I've developed, I have this mindset of, you know, things that we are trying to achieve for a long time, long-term goals, for example, aren't meant to be here in a matter of seconds. So yeah, you're just setting yourself up to win because you're just aware that you aren't going to, you know, you're not trying to accomplish this goal by the next month or whatever, but you just know it's a long-term goal and you keep going and going until you succeed. Failure lesson number 4 is growth. When we fail, we grow and mature as human beings. We reach deeper meanings and understandings about our lives and why we're doing the things we're doing. This helps us to reflect and take things into perspective, developing meaning from painful situations. Life is literally designed for us to grow and improve. Failure lesson number 5, value. In thinking about past failures, think about how much value you've brought to the table. Could you have offered more value? Would that have prevented failure? When you learn to create immense value and do so consistently, you will eventually succeed. Failures teach us valuable things that we can share with people to either help prevent people from doing the same or similar mistakes, or just to inspire them on the valuable lesson you have learned. Congrats, you've made it to the end of the video, and now we're talking about the ways to recover from failure. There are many ways to recover from failure. Once you understand that failures are here to help us and to guide us to become a better version and to just succeed and use this as a stepping stone, and once you understand that it's meant, or failures are meant to serve rather than hinder us, you free your mind and open your heart to experience it. Uno, ignore them haters, because haters gonna hate and they're always there, you know? So they will tell you, I told you so, and you should have listened to me, blah blah blah. Ignore them because first off, they didn't control the situation. The way the situation turned out wasn't in their hands. It was in God's hands. The hands of a higher power, far more in control in the hands of the naysayers. Can't anymore! My back hurts. I'm sitting in this position for like 1.5 hours. Help. Number 2, understand that it's okay to fail. One of the best ways to recover from failure is to understand that it's alright to fail. It's okay to fail, but it's not okay to give up, as I said, because if you give up, then it's you actually putting yourself in the position that you actually want to avoid in that case. Even if you fail and that failure was extremely painful, it is not okay to give up. Keep failing over and over again if you have to. Keep doing it until you succeed, guys, because success will taste so much better when you reach it. And the last tip, number 3, use failure as leverage. If you've failed in life, you can not only use it to recover from it, but to help propel you forward in the future. How will you tackle those failures in the future when you're faced with them? How will you learn from the past to help shape a bigger and brighter future? Failure isn't the end of the road as long as you don't give up. If you still believe in your goals, you can use failures as leverage to push past old limitations of your past. I don't know if you're familiar with Stoicism, but in Stoicism, the perspective on failure is very beautiful. There are approaches to preventing failures, but also approaches on approaching goals that scare you. So if you're interested in me talking about Stoicism and just showing you the way a Stoic would approach goals or things that they're afraid of, then let me know in the comments. So to summarize, remember that failure strengthens you. It makes you resilient and long-lasting to persevere. Failure also gives you a sense of direction. It can redirect you to the actual approach you should take. Failure teaches you value, failure helps you get rid of fear, and failure is an opportunity and an experience. So that's about it, my loves. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you could take something out of it and just gain another perspective on failure, because honestly, it's not as bad as we make it look. Just as soon as you fail, take a step back and just go through the list of benefits you get out of failure and just realize, okay, I'm failing right now, but it's totally okay because it's part of the process, and as long as I'm not giving up, I'm not failing. So failure doesn't have to be an option for you. As soon as you fail again, just step back and realize, hey, okay, I'm actually gaining something out of this. So don't panic, don't try to be ashamed or whatever of it. Just know that, okay, it's here to help me and teach me and develop into something greater in that case. So each time you fail, just know that it's a process. Don't give up, but still take breaks, because, you know, we gotta listen to our bodies and stuff. So alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time then, bye.